I knew a day like this would eventually come, and I feel so embarrassed to ask you guys for your assistance, but for $100,000, David Hasselhoff is giving away his stunt piece that he used from the SpongeBob movie. Now look, if you all watching right now could just donate $5, I can finally ride the... It's my dream! Whoa! Yeah! And don't even ask what I'm gonna do with that mechanical chest. So, you guys got me? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on an episode of Side Flick. My name is Chris. We've got some movie news to dive in here today. We've got some hard topics to dive into with some Halloween Kills photos, a first look of Zack Snyder's zombie movie, as well as even talking some superhero stuff with this Flash movie. That and so much more. So as always, I'm gonna need you guys to be leaving your opinions down below. With everything we discussed here today, your voice is the most important part, getting down there and seeing what all of y'all think. I'm just a brave one, act silly and dumb in front of the camera, so at least hit that like button for that reason. So starting off here with a movie I was extremely looking forward to in 2020, but got delayed, and not specifically for COVID reasons, more specifically for background drama and another actor being accused of something that has ruined an upcoming movie. And the thing I'm talking about here is Zack Snyder's upcoming zombie movie entitled Army of the Dead that is set to premiere on Netflix now in 2021. You guys might have heard me talk about this here and there, but it's a zombie movie. That right there should get a lot of people excited, but it's not just any zombie movie. This also has a heist element to it, being directed by Zack Snyder, who I think has a very unique vision, especially when it comes to action films. Also, the fact that he directed the rebooted Dawn of the Dead that I actually found pretty good lets me know this guy knows how to make a zombie movie. And with this one, it's going to follow a group of military operatives who go into a quarantined area because it is just filled with zombies in the Las Vegas area. And since that area is quarantined, all the leftover cash, gold, riches has been left there, and they're going to go in to try and extract it. So essentially a zombie heist movie. And right here we have another first look at the film. We've gotten a photo before of the team together. Now, something very different that you'll notice from the first photo to the second photo, one actor in particular has been erased from the movie. In the first photo here, we had actor Chris D'Elia. Some of y'all might be familiar with his stand-up, or you saw him as one of the antagonists in the season 2 of You. Heck, he was even a comedian I enjoyed watching until he got canceled over a scandal and being accused of stuff, and was the reason this movie was delayed, because now they went in and are going to digitally replace him with another actor, this one being another comedian by the name of Tig. So you can see she was not in the first photo, but in the second photo she has been photoshopped right there in the background. I'm kind of curious just to see how they did this digital removement, if it even looks good, if it makes sense. And this is also why the movie was delayed and didn't come out in 2020 like it was supposed to. But now getting back to the actual details of this movie, I again am looking forward to it, and this is what Zack Snyder had to say about the film. It is a full-blown balls-to-the-wall zombie heist movie, so it's genre on genre in a great way. Continuing on, so you expect pure zombie mayhem, and you get that 100%, but also you get these really amazing characters on a fantastic journey. It's going to surprise people that there's a lot of warmth and real emotion with great characters. One thing that's interesting to know also about this project is Zack Snyder originally pitched this to Warner Brothers and was like, hey, I got this zombie movie, it's also a heist film, I want to do it. They rejected it, and then Netflix was the one to go, we like that idea, we're going to give you the money, and let's do it, because we Netflix. So this is one of the cool things that Netflix does, and they go ahead and make movies that studios reject all the time and think aren't going to be worth it at all. In the same way they gave them money to make The Irishman, which was a movie I found okay. I didn't love it as much as I was hoping to, coming from Martin Scorsese. But Netflix does some good in the world and picking a project that a lot of studios might reject because they don't think they have box office potential in a theater. And Netflix, in a place where box office potential doesn't matter and it's really about will people actually click and watch this thing, Netflix will just endlessly supply us with these movies we just never thought we'd see. Also, a neat little Easter egg in this photo here that some Zack Snyder fans might pick up. Right there in the corner, you might see some metal canisters, and those are actually the same canisters that held the Snyder cut that Zack Snyder would always tease, and he managed to put them in his movie. So that's kind of cool. How do you guys feel about this zombie movie and the first look? Are you excited for it? Jumping on to some details here concerning Jordan Peele's next horror movie. I am so so looking forward to anything Jordan Peele does because I always find it extremely entertaining, and Jordan Peele just has this unique way of combining horror and comedy where it works, at the same time packing in a social message that I also find works in the narrative. And while his project is still kind of hush-hush and we don't know too much, we have gotten what seems to be our lead casting choices for this next film. The Illuminati here is going ahead and reporting that Jesse Plemons and Daniel Kaluuya have been offered the lead roles in Jordan Peele's next horror movie. So Daniel Kaluuya we might already recognize here from being the star of Get Out. Kind of cool that he would bring him back in. They worked well together the first time and was kind of Daniel Kaluuya's lift up to a better career. And Jesse Plemons here, I recognize him from the Breaking Bad days when everyone just called him a discount Matt Damon, but now he's exclusively the creepy guy in the movie Game Night. I thought he was so funny in that film. As far as what their characters will be in this movie, they do give us a couple of details to kind of give us an idea of the plot of the film. So they go ahead and say here, one character goes by the name of Artie, is a lead Latinx or Native American man in his 20s to early 30s. Artie is a LA native and works in the electronics department of a major retail store. Artie is described as genuine, insightful, and clutch. And then we have Winston Claines is a supporting character, 50 to 70 years old. This character is open ethnicity. Winston is a fine arts photographer whose career-long obsession for perfection has led him to the edge of a dull and unsatisfying end to his career. He radiates a scene weather, beaten in sight of a lovable, gruff, unwilling mentor. Winston is emotionally balanced, but his Achilles heel is his thinly veiled ego. Make of that what you will and think what that could be. All that we've really heard about this is that it takes place sort of in this Walmart-like store, so just a superstore specifically in the electronics department. So it may be that the message of Jordan Peele's next horror movie is probably technology, how it affects us, or consumerism with like social media, stuff like that. We've kind of seen that message done before, but it'll be really interesting to see a horror element attached to that. What do you guys think about these two guys being the lead for the next Jordan Peele horror movie? And with those character descriptions, what can you make from the story? I guess sticking onto the horror movie train here, we've got to talk about my good old boy, Michael Myers. Let me go ahead and grab him over here too. And good old Mikey boy here just randomly got a new photo from his latest movie, Halloween Kills, that we are set to get 100% for sure this October of 2021. This is one of the cool things of 2021, since movies will actually start being released. They got to start marketing these things and they're being shown to us. So kind of cool that we're getting some Halloween Kills stuff, because that means in the coming months, coming weeks, we might be getting trailers, posters. I mean, I would at least want an official poster for this thing. We've gotten like 3 sneak peeks of this film, but no new poster. But putting that aside, we have this photo here coming from Total Films of Michael Myers in a shadowy area on top of a stair. I'm really digging the blue lighting that has kind of become iconic with Michael Myers, at least in that first film, and has shown up a little bit throughout the rest. Also really clever of them to be giving him that shadow, kind of covering up that side of his face that is burnt up along with his suit. I mean, we've already seen it in the little teasers they've released, so no point in continuing to hide it, but okay, Blumhouse. Now, while all this seems just like, okay, Michael Myers in a house, no big deal, seems kind of cool, a lot of fans are going ahead and pointing out the fact that this might actually be the Michael Myers home, and that's what we'll be seeing in Halloween Kills. This might be the big showdown. In the Halloween 2018, we got Laurie Strode replicating her old home, and that kind of being the away battlefield, and now Michael Myers is like, nah, here's my territory, y'all. I'm familiar with this place. This is cool, because technically in this timeline of events, in this Halloween Kills series, we have not been inside the house of Michael Myers. I know we did a little bit in his first film, but now this will be the first time in this new set timeline for Halloween Kills where we'll get inside the Myers home. That's going to be a great epic showdown, and it'll be interesting to see how many people he'll actually be fighting within this home. Aside from that, we also have some details here from the director David Gordon Green from what to expect with this next film, and even Halloween Ends. He goes exactly, when we made the last one, we wanted to find a way for someone who's never seen the original to get up to speed with the story. But this one gets right to the action. It's very aggressive. It's more efficient. We wanted it to be an explosive middle before things get streamlined and personal again. Basically what that means to me right here is Halloween Kills is just the epic carnage nastiness of Michael Myers swinging around, stabbing as many people as he can, probably becoming the movie with the highest body count for Michael Myers. And then when it comes to Halloween Ends, it won't be as carnage filled, but it'll be more focused on the story and kind of finishing things off for this trilogy. That's what I'm really curious about, especially when he says here more streamlined and personal again. Even if the fact that they're going to make the third film also also fall on the same exact day like this series, or will they actually do a time jump? Either way, still really cool to get some Halloween kills in our lives, because I'm always excited when we see that. How did you guys feel about this first look? Do you think it's the Myers home? And what do you think about the comments the director made about the trilogy? Getting into some superhero drama here with my boy The Flash and Cyborg. You guys know I'm excited for the future of the DCU and what is to come, but you also gotta know, especially if you've been paying attention to the comic book geek news out there, is behind the scenes with the DCU, there's still a lot of messiness stuff going on. And well, it was just reported by The Wrap here, who go ahead and say that Cyborg has officially been written out of the Flash movie that's upcoming in the year 2022 with Ezra Miller, Ben Affleck Batman, and Michael Keaton Batman, and that he won't be replaced in the DCU, and instead I guess we just won't know what happened to him. And this really sucks because it seems to be the result of behind the scenes drama with Ray Fisher going after Warner Brothers and them just not being fair to him, and Warner Brothers not really wanting to admit to their mistake. I don't want to go too much into it. You can look it up if you want to. And this kind of sucks because a long time ago we were promised to get a solo Cyborg movie by the year 2020, and that just didn't happen. But even then, don't be too sad on the Cyborg news with the Flash movie, because it was said that he just has a minor cameo, so he was only going to show up for a couple of seconds max. Along with that, the writer of The Wrap went ahead and confirmed that Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck are officially signed on for the Flash, and that's kind of what I'm most curious about. That, and also the multiverse characters they're going to bring into this Flash movie. Will they bring in Nicolas Cage's Superman? Will they bring in a different Earth Wonder Woman? How many Batmans will we actually be seeing in this film? Is it more than 2? I just hope that the news concerning the DCU can stop being about behind the scenes drama and can just start being about whether their movies are good or just okay. But you guys hear about this Cyborg not being part of the Flash movie, but Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck are officially signed on. How does that make you feel? And are you sad that Ray Fisher's Cyborg is just kind of going to be left behind? But that is just all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to hear your opinions down below with everything discussed here today. And even if you don't want to go ahead and leave a comment, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Also leaving a like. It goes a long way. I appreciate all your faces out there. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.